guys, it's Ruthie with the Popple Backyard Farm again, and I wanted to share a little bit of an update on my button quail. Now, I'm taming these guys off. We're not going to raise any more, put any more in the incubator as of today. This week we kind of decided that, but first thing I would suggest is don't do this at home unless you're experienced, or you will lose your cute little button quail. But they're a little nervous, but I'll show you some little hints. Clip their wings if you want to start taming them. Get a big container so that they can't fly away. If you're going to hold them, you have to hold them like this, because they're so, they'll just jump out of your hands. But these guys are starting to tame off a little bit. Just handling them, spending time with them, clipping their wings so they can't run real quick, because they probably would be faster than a flying bird because they run so quickly. But you can see they're taming off, feeling more comfortable with me. And so, because what I'm trying to do is to kind of like hand raise them and kind of have like a really cute little flock that's just real sweet. But they like people. It's just the sudden movements and not being, if they're not used to you, but they're not sure, when you move in. And so you got to kind of just like take your time, be very patient with them. And so like I clip their wings so they don't, run away. I put them in a big container. So like if they want to jump out, she can. But just to kind of give her a little bit of, handling where she's safe and she doesn't get out and gets herself hurt, or he. And so this is just what I do. I just, like I said, a big container, put some litter in the bottom of it. Handle them for a little bit and then kind of put them in with the rest of the flock. And they're all taming off very nicely. I just want my little flock to be a little bit more tame than, say, the average flock, because, I want them, to be able to be handled and, kind of like be happy when I come. But she's a little nervous, so I don't want to get her too riled up. Just a little bit to let them know that, hey, I'm here. But they're pretty tame. They get excited about their food and things like that. But just getting used to me. See, she's a little nervous, so I don't want to get her nervous. But they actually are pretty friendly and wonderful pet. But I just wanted to kind of let you see the taming off process. But like a little container like this is perfect just to handle them for a few minutes and then to kind of put them back so that they don't get scared or nervous. But they're all warming up, and a lot of this has to do with clipping their wings, which I kind of encourage in case somebody accidentally opens their cage up, because they are quick on their feet. But this one here, let me see if she'll let me pick her up. Let me pick you up, honey. Oh, a little nervous there, a little too nervous. But anyway, this is the button quail. They're just so cute, and they're just really pretty. But they just remind me of having like a chicken flock in the house. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share this with a friend. And if you've never had button quail, I mean, they are just a really sweet pet. And they're not really loud like other birds in the house. I love having birds in the house. I'd love to have more in the house. But right now we have button quail. So just so you see how they develop and how they behave. Because they're a little bit more unusual than some of the other birds that you may see, because they kind of like walk along the ground more rather than fly through the air. So, okay, we'll see you in our next video. God bless.